So we are on our way to Disney's Fort Wilderness with the Airstream, and this video will be your ultimate guide to camping at Fort Wilderness. We've been here 5 times now, so I feel like we know a decent amount about Fort Wilderness. So we're going to go over as much information as we can about how to check in, when to get there, all that stuff. Also, if you're bringing your own golf cart, there's going to be information that you need to know, and for your pets. So all that information is coming. Let's get there. We are about 10 minutes away, just about there. So if you are bringing your own pets, we have Muffin, obviously, and you will want to make sure you have their shot records. They don't always ask. We've only been asked once out of the 5 times we've come. So, but they can ask, and the rules state you need to have shot records. So make sure you do bring them just in case you get asked. All right, so here we go into the Magic Kingdom Resorts area line, as well as the ticket booth, or the parking booth is literally right in front of us, as you can see there. And then you can see up there that sign, Magic Kingdom parking and Fort Wilderness Campground. So you'll want to come in this way. They actually didn't used to have this little offshoot over here. You actually had to go into Magic Kingdom's parking lot area and then be redirected. So they actually added this later on, this little offshoot over here, which makes it nice because it redirects you out of the traffic. So now, as far as check-in times, it will say 3 o'clock. You are more than welcome to get here early, but if they don't have a campsite for you, you're going to be waiting. So don't get here super early. Now, if you get here like 9 in the morning, they very well may be able to place you in a campsite, but that's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
So, like, we're here at 1:30, so we're an hour and a half before check-in, which hopefully means we'll beat some of the traffic, but hopefully we will still have a campsite ready to go. So it's still a gamble, though. We're still an hour and a half early. So, but yeah, look, as you can see, there's people in front of us. All right, so when you get to security, hand them your ID. They'll make sure you have a reservation, and then they'll direct you to your check-in spot. So we are going to 4, and then get in here. All right, so we got everything checked in there. When you pull up to the check-in little staging lanes, they've got 5 or 6 of them there. They'll ask you to shut your engine off, make sure you got your ID ready, and a card for you to put on file. If you're bringing your own golf cart, make sure you've got a copy of your insurance, because they will ask for that. The golf cart has to be insured to be at Fort Wilderness. And make sure, like I said, you have any pet records, things like that. But yeah, check-in's always easy. They are usually very quick, 5-10 minutes and you're done. All right, so now that we are checked into Fort Wilderness here, I'm going to give you a little tour, and we're going to go around and show you some of the main areas and things you got to look for. We are up here at the front of Fort Wilderness. There's the check-in office, and where we went under the drive-in check-ins. We're going to use our golf cart here and give you a little tour. If you do check in too early, or they don't have your site ready yet, or anything like that, or even what people do is they'll check out on their checkout day, and they have overflow parking. So if you look over there, there's some RVs parked over there. They have overflow parking, so if you want to like enjoy the park for one last day after you check out, you can park your RV over there, or your car if you check out of a cabin, and you can go enjoy the park. But we're going to go give you a little tour here. All right, so one of the first places we are going to stop here is the Tricircle D Ranch trail rides area, which is in the front. There's 2 areas of the ranch. There's the front area, which is the original area, and then there's the back area, which is where most of the horses live. So you can see here, this is the trail ride area, and I do apologize for the noise. We are right next to the bus terminal stop, so we'll go over that in a second. But right here is where they get you ready for your trail ride. They'll give you a little introductory on how to handle the horses, and you can see they've got some pasture area and some stalls and stuff back here as well. But we'll check out the Tricircle D Ranch area in the back, which they have done really nicely. Now, as far as the bus terminal goes, they have a ton of parking here as well for the ranch and the bus terminals. This is right next to the check-in building, which is right over there. You can see it through the trees. So this will take you to any of the parks, any of the other resorts. You can get to anywhere from here with the bus system. You can also take a ferry boat directly to Magic Kingdom, which we'll go over in a minute. But this is the bus stop area here. So one of the first places we're going to look here is one of the new cabin loops. They've been replacing all of the old cabins with really nice new cabins, and this is going to be part of the Disney Vacation Club, but they are cabins and campsites here. So look at these new cabins. They are very nice. This is one of the finished loops, so they've already replaced all of these. Very, very nice cabins. They all have nice little parking for your golf cart and your car. We have toured one of these. They are super, super nice. So now there is 2 swimming pools at Fort Wilderness. There is the one that's backed by the cabin loops, which is the Wilderness swimming pool. And then there's the Meadows swimming pool, which I'll show you later. We are at the Wilderness swimming pool here first, and I'll show you this area. It is smaller. There's no slide or anything like in the Meadows, but this is a nice, quieter swimming pool. So you can see a lot smaller than the Meadows one, which I'll show you in just a little bit. And they still have a hot tub over there as well. But this is still a nice area, and if you want a quieter area, less kids, probably find that here. Looks like they got their bathrooms and little snacks over here as well. So now the Meadows swimming pool actually has a full-blown like snack bar, which I'll show you that here next, but I'm gonna get back on the cart. So now there is 2 main large areas at Fort Wilderness. One very much centrally located, which is the Meadows, and then there is the settlement area, which is down by the boat docks. So we are at the Meadows area right now, and there's a fishing area right here. This is the main like gift shop camp store, and then over here is the recreation area. We'll check out the gift store last. We're gonna go over here first. So the recreation area, you can see the big pool over there, but over here they've got a couple of things as well that we'll go over. Some kayak rentals, bike rentals, a couple other things too, but we're gonna go this way first. Over here by the bike barn, they do have like the kids gemstone mining as well, which you can purchase the mining rough here at the bike barn. So the bike barn here is right in front of the little fishing lake. They do have a fishing pier over there. Right here is where you can get bikes, you can rent kayaks, all that good stuff. And they do crafts here most mornings as well. So that area over there, and then also that is right behind Chippendale's area and the Campfire sing-along area too. So we'll go over there, check out that as well. So now we are right down here back behind the bike barn. This is the Campfire sing-along area, which they do every night. They light campfires for a few hours. You can roast marshmallows, make s'mores, and then they do the Chippendale sing-along, and then they show movies here as well. This area is probably one of our favorite things. It's such a cool thing. Chippendale is literally one of our favorite characters. Our 4-year-old loves it. They also have a little like food truck over there. They sell s'more kits and some drinks, fun things like that. They're actually doing a Segway tour, which I didn't know they did. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, you can see we are right behind the bike barn area right there, and there's a fishing lake. So now I'm gonna go in here and show you the main swimming pool, the Meadows swimming pool area. And this is also got the game room, well, one of the 2 game rooms. There's another one down by the settlement. But check this place out. I'm doing this as early as I can in the morning, so hopefully I won't disturb too many people. They've got pool and ping pong. So now looking at the Meadows swimming pool area, this is a much, much larger area. Big pool, they've got a water slide over there. They have a specific kiddie area right there. And this is a very nice area. They do have a hot tub over there as well, but this is a really cool area to hang out. And then right here, they have a snack bar. You can get snacks and stuff when you're hanging out by the pool. And then right in here is a game room. Very nice. This is the nicest game room. There's a smaller one up by the settlement too, but this one's definitely the nicest. So now we are walking back behind the main Meadows swimming pool area, and over here they've got pickleball / tennis courts, and they have a sand volleyball and also a playground back here. So they also have a couple of playgrounds kind of sprinkled in throughout the campground, so you will find several of them around each of the loops. But yeah, this is also a cool area, a little pavilion there too. See people here all the time. And here is a better look at the kiddie area of the Meadows swimming pool. Carly had a ton of fun playing here. And this is a very nice area. So now we are back at the front of the Meadows area, and then, like I said, this is their main gift shop. There's a whole bunch of people in there, so I don't want to go disturb them filming, but there is all sorts of things in there. Toys, you know, clothing. They even have some food items and things like that. All sorts of good stuff. We're gonna hop on the cart again, and we're gonna go back to the settlement area. So now we have made it down to the settlement area, and this is where Pioneer Hall is, the Hoop-De-Doo Review, the boat to the Magic Kingdom. Also, they are building a hotel right here, so that'll be interesting to see when that's finished. But I'm going to start down here by the water. They've got a little man-made beach down here. This is a awesome place to watch the fireworks at night. You can see Magic Kingdom's fireworks because it is so close. But if you look right here, down here they have the Fort Marina area, and like I said, they do have a little like man-made beach area here. They can also rent boats down here, which we haven't done yet, but I really want to someday. So now down here, obviously, there's the boat rental area over here. Right here is the dock area, and this is where you'll pick up the boat for Magic Kingdom down there. You can also take it other places too, but you can go like Wilderness Lodge, things like that. This is the best place to watch the fireworks right here too. But yeah, you can see, check it out. They've got boats you can rent right there. So they do have plenty of golf cart parking for the ferry, specifically right here next to the marina, and then they have a huge parking lot up there too. They have the Settlement Trading Post down here, which is a smaller gift shop than the Meadows. It has a lot of the same stuff, but it is much smaller, and that's like right there. So now right here in the center of the settlement area, they have the largest of the playgrounds in the campground, and this one is very nice. And then right back here behind the playground area is where you'll find Pioneer Hall, which is where they have their quick service restaurant as well as the Hoop-De-Doo Review. And they also do carriage rides up here at night, which is really cool. Highly recommend doing that once. So here is their quick service restaurant, which is called Trails End. They've also got Crockett's Tavern, which they serve alcoholic beverages, but Trails End is a great place to get some quick service food. And then here is Pioneer Hall area, which is where they do the Hoop-De-Doo Review. So now there is one last thing back here by Pioneer Hall area in the settlement, which is the new Tricircle D Ranch. So now here is where all the show horses are, and during the day they have many of the like big show horses right up front. You can walk in there and take a look. You can also do pony rides here, so little kids, you can do pony rides here. One thing to note is for the trail rides, they do require, I believe, 8 years old. So if like you can't even tandem. So we were looking at like maybe taking our 4-year-old with us. They don't. You have to be like a minimum of 8 years old. So the pony rides is a good alternative. You can take them on a 1 or 2 lap. I think it's 10 or 15 bucks, and they can do a little pony ride. So now if you do not have a golf cart, whether it's rented or your own, they do have an interbus system that runs inside of Fort Wilderness, and they have bus stops at each of the camping loops. So you see this is bus stop for loop 1500, and you can see this is a open map of the park here, and it is huge. So you can't walk this park unless you want to really get your steps in. But you can see the Meadows area here in the center. That's the outpost check-in area right there. And then back here was the settlement, which is where we were. They have a few different bus lines, 3, orange, yellow, purple. And this is the interbus system that comes up to the bus depot where you can take it outside of the park. But you can see the different lines here that run throughout Fort Wilderness to get you around the park if you don't have a bike or your own cart, or if you haven't rented one or anything like that. And it does work very well. So now we are back here at our campsite here after the tour, and I'm gonna link in the description below some other videos of our actual time here if you want to see kind of the things we did and stuff like that at Fort Wilderness. I hope you like the tour. We'll see you guys in just a couple days.